What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Gerald from Bank of Gerald here with another video update. Today is Tuesday, October the 22nd, 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all know what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about that amazing opportunity that we have been calling Getfit mining for some time, but now we are getting ready to move into its Movequest phase, ladies and gentlemen. We're so excited about that. But before we get into that, of course, there's some things that's got to happen on their end. We don't have a definitive date, but I do believe that there are some folks that are beta testing the application right now. I'm not exactly sure about that, but I know they're going to be beta testing them in the next coming days if they haven't started already. Super excited about what this opportunity has been doing. There's been a lot of talk about what's going on with the price and all that different stuff. And the beautiful thing about this is we don't have to necessarily have that talk, or we haven't really, those in the community haven't really had that talk about whether this is something that's going to be here for the foreseeable future. You know what I'm saying? We can pretty much say that even though the price has gotten down sub $40, this is still something that the community believes. And I'm a part of that community, by the way. So you can call me biased if you want, but I'm just one of those people that just believe that this is finally something that we can sink our teeth in, ladies and gentlemen, for, bigger speech, right? Before we get started, I want to remind all of you that I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor, right? I am just a dude on YouTube showing you guys how I'm cranking out that crypto in many different platforms and opportunities, nothing more and nothing less than that. Now, if you like this content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And if you want to be updated and notified about everything going on here at BOJ, make sure you hit the notification bell as well. And please, sir, and please, ma'am, don't get scammed by the WhatsApp, man, or anybody in Telegram or anybody out there that's trying to take your crypto from you, especially this MQT, y'all. There's been a lot of security breaches for those of you that are just don't seem to maybe, well, I'll say it like this. Some of you may not be as privy to what the red flags are in crypto. People reaching out to you in different Telegram texts and WhatsApp texts and all these different bots that are out here to steal from you. Okay. So this is why I've been saying this every day, and just about, no, I won't say every day because I don't come on every day, but in just about every video that I do, we have to stay vigilant and we have to stay vigilant. A part of that conversation is, ladies and gentlemen, if you are involved in a community, if you are involved in a project that is working, ladies and gentlemen, stay in the game. All right. Stay in the game, stay informed, stay on the calls, get on the replays. There's been a lot of talk about folks that, there's been people that have been saying on the calls, well, I have a life and I have jobs, everybody has a life. Everybody has different things that they got going on. If you care enough about what's going on, you're going to go find the information. How do I know? Because I have a life. I have a kid. I have a family. I have stuff that I have to do every single day outside of this space. And yet I will make the time to go back and watch these replays, whether I have to watch them once, twice, three times. I had a buddy of mine joking with me while I was online just playing the game last night, but I had one of the Zoom call replays on. You know what I'm saying? He's like, how do you listen to that all the time? It's because I care about what's going on. It's because I care about the information. And I also do believe that this is the first time that we've had a project in this space that we really, really can feel good about, that we really can count on it. We can count on it being here for some time. A lot of us have that hurdle and we have that bit of trauma here in this space. We're not used to things being able to say, hey, it's paid out 4 million plus in 90 days. How often do you see a project able to do that and still be here and still have liquidity that's on the blockchain that you can literally see if you go to CoinMarketCap? Like, we can literally go to CoinMarketCap right now. And of course, you want to be looking at the right thing. So we want to make sure that we got Movequest paired USDT. I think this is the right one right here on the Avalanche chain here. It is now $38.20, but the total liquidity is at 2.16 million. Now, how many other projects have we been in where we could look at the total liquidity right there in front of our face? What is going on? The ecosystem isn't even in a place where it's at its full capabilities, ladies and gentlemen. So a lot of people have been talking about, oh, well, the price has gone down from $60, $50, now it's all the way down to 30. Do you understand that there are people outside of this project right now that see this as a benefit? Some of you may not understand. Now, this has been trending and it's been doing its thing since it started. It's been between 1 and 5 on the trending charts on CoinMarketCap since its inception. All right. I've been watching it. All right. And for those of you that have been in the community, you've probably been watching it too. But ladies and gentlemen, how often do we see something do this like this? There are going to be groves of people that see this price and they're like, okay, I finally feel like I didn't miss out. There could be some people out there that are just like, oh, well, the prices, and now I got to sell everything. Hey, people sell all the time. What the company and what not the company, but what the community, what we need is some people to feel good about MQT enough to hold on to it for a little while. So there's going to be things put in place that will allow people to hold on to it. Those that really believe in the project, there's going to be things coming in place that you can actually go ahead and stake that MQT. And you can leave it in a contract that is going to have some terms on it, of course, that you get to choose which one you want to be in, right? So I think that's pretty cool. There are so many things that Movequest is going to be bringing. We've been talking about the lease. They've been talking about the leasing on the calls. And there's a lot of people right now that are taking advantage of future-proofing themselves. And some of you that have been watching me for a long time, when I talk about future-proofing, what I mean is getting yourself together before you think before you think something that is going to happen happens, you get yourself together. So what we believe in the community is that the Lennies that we are getting to mine the MQT, all right, and of course, to get MQT, you can only do it by 2 ways. You can buy it or you can mine it, right? So for those of us that are mining it, like myself, that is a rare opportunity, but we have to start with a Lenny, right? Now, pretty soon, Lennies are not going to be $50. They're going to be much more valuable than $50. Now, for those of you that are out there worried, saying, oh, well, is this going to push me out of range to even participate? No, it's not, because you will then have an opportunity to lease these Lenny miners and up, of course, from the folks that have been in the community for months, like me, or for years, depending on where you decide to come in, when you decide to come in, you will still have the opportunity to lease them from the people that have Lennies, right? So consider yourself, say this is October the 22nd, 2025, right? I believe it's 2024 right now. And it's a year later, and we're still talking about Movequest and the amazing opportunity it is. But now these Lennies are $5,000 instead of $50, right? That's just throwing a number out there. Now, some people that would push them out of range to be able to afford to mine and own a miner, right? But for those of us that had taken the time to stock up on our Lennies and our miners, and while we may not have the docking slots open to put them all into something, we're future-proofing ourselves to make sure that when we have the opportunity to lease it to those that come in later or that can't afford the Lennies or other miners at that time, that we can capitalize off of that. That's another stream of income. There are going to be challenges that folks can not only participate in, but they can host themselves and other people can participate in. That's going to be amazing, because that's another piece of the ecosystem that is going to be at work at that point. To be a part of the challenges, you're going to have some MQT. All right. And I'm sure the rewards will be in MQT or something along the lines of that. So what we have on our hands here is a very powerful platform, ladies and gentlemen. I'm excited about what's going on. If you go to my Telegram group, and here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to see if I can pull it up on my phone real quick. I've been having some technological issues with my computer, not loading apps for some reason. And I'm glad Zoom still works, right? So anyway, that's my own issue. I will get that worked out. But what I would like to share with you guys today is not only my Telegram, but I want to share with you guys the Movequest Telegram that is up right now. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open this up here. Getfit opens up. Here, let's do it like this. We're going to do it like this. Y'all bear with me 1 second. Boom. All right. Here we go. This is the Movequest Telegram. All right. Now it has 4,000 members in it. 379 of them are online. Listen and look to what is already in this Telegram, ladies and gentlemen. We have a support. We have like general support, right? Anybody that has general support questions. If you plan to join support, Zoom, please make sure your profile has a legal personal name listed, not an alias, a made up name. You will not be allowed to support without a legit name. Too many scammers and hackers lurking around, so please double check your profile name before joining support Zoom. Now, here's another thing that we can talk about right now. Ladies and gentlemen, there are so many people there's so many entities and people or whatever, they are trying to attack MoveQuest right now. There have been fake tokens made. There have been fake websites made. There have been so much stuff that has actually worked and has stolen MQT from people that are not privy to the red flags. Listen, if anybody reaches out to you on Telegram talking about MoveQuest or how they can support you or anything like that, please believe they saw you get active in one of these groups and they are fishing to get your information. They are preying on you. This is an open group, so we're able to see, you can see the problems that people are having. Wait for your problem to be resolved in the actual chat, or get on these Zoom calls and ask the questions personally. All right? They give so much information. I always go to the recording section because this has the recordings of all the different calls that are done. So for those of you that are new, right, I just watched this latest Getfit mining MoveQuest Monday night overview. It is a great video to watch, ladies and gentlemen, if you just need a good, clean overview. And it's even got some motivational pieces in there that'll help you kind of see towards what the future could be. And of course, Brandon Ivy does a great job with his presentation. He's on the West Coast, so the times are a little bit different for him. But Brandon Ivy and Herschel Crow, these guys have been killing it. And here's another video with Lynette, which was a Saturday update talking about the future ahead. Ladies and gentlemen, you want to watch these videos. There's no amount of talking that I can do to give you the value that these videos will give you if you just take the time to watch them and gain some understanding about what is going on right under our noses, ladies and gentlemen. This is blockchain technology. This is not oh, we get 3% a day until it goes away. Oh, we get to compound until kingdom come. And I'm not saying that there's anything necessarily wrong with folks that decide to go that route, because I went that route for 2, 3, almost 4 years in this space, ladies and gentlemen. That was the route I went. All right. I was doing everything that came by. I was passing on some because I thought, I was like, oh, this one's better. This one already got 10 on my docket right now. Like that's what I was doing. Okay. This is the first time I'm really committing to a project, since Novatech. And Novatech didn't do this. Novatech didn't really give us proof of trading. They didn't really give us, and this isn't trading, by the way. This is an actual opportunity to mine from proof of activity. We are able to mine this amazing MQT token, which has the same tokenomics as Bitcoin, with the exception of some enhancements that they have added to make this better. Because that's what you do when you see a project like Bitcoin succeed. You say, what worked with Bitcoin? What didn't work with Bitcoin? How can we make this better? How can we improve the lives of others? And what better way to improve our lives than to make us healthy? Like, come on. That is an ingenious thing. And I just have to say, Lynette, I don't know if you ever see my videos, but I just love this platform. I love your energy. I love your care for the people. And I understand sometimes I be listening to these calls and hearing some of these questions. And this is why I don't answer a whole lot of questions live and all that different stuff, because I get frustrated quick. I have to work on my patience with people. But man, you and Herschel and Kenneth and and Brandon and all the folks that are involved in the forefront of this project just have so much patience with the people and as they are learning this project, because that's what it really needs. This is a learning curve for so many people. It's a different learning curve for everybody. You know, some people are just used to depositing whatever and hoping it lasts, right? And some people never use Avalanche. Some people never use MetaMask. I was one of those people that didn't use MetaMask for a long time, right? Some people don't trust the crypto space in general, right? Some people just don't believe that it's a safe space, but they think this is a great opportunity. So now they are having to shift what they believe about this space. And that takes time. And what I do know is that this dedicated team has given that time. They have supported the people. And I know they're being well positioned for this because, of course, the better the community does, the better the coin does, the greater the opportunity. All right. We've gotten also some word about the next chain that's going to be coming. So I do believe it is going to be Base. The next blockchain that MQT is going to be on is going to be Base. And there's been some news about our availability to this chain and getting prepped for it a little bit early. Now, it's supposed to be coming to us next year, early next year. I'd say in the first quarter, probably in the first month of the first quarter. All right. Now, I don't know that for certain, but that's what I've heard, and that's what we hope to see. What we have heard also is to help us to move to that chain. The Movequest opportunity is going to be giving folks that are mining right now and folks that have, right now, of course, and then I think for those of you that come in the future for a certain point, I'm not exactly sure when that point is, but let me get to the point, the actual point. You will be able to get the same miners that you have right now for half the price on the base chain. All right. And that is only for people that are involved right now, right? If you just get in on the base chain when it launches, you don't have this opportunity, right? But if you've been in the BSC chain, I hear it's also coming to Binance the right way. So I missed out on the Binance wave, and I'm glad because I get to see it experienced the way that it's supposed to be. And for those of you that got in earlier and are still mining that, there's no shade and shame in your game. You are a part of the pioneers of this platform. So it's even more important that they have made this right for you coming forward. But to have this opportunity on not only Avalanche and not only Binance, but to be able to get it on the base blockchain and then some other blockchains coming soon. Arbitrum was another one that was like an honorable mention for what this next chain could be. So I think that one might be the next chain after that. But we're seeing, and this was a projection given by the creator the other night, and you guys can go and listen to this message yourself in the video, which I strongly suggest. All right. She said that if everyone went ahead that had Omega miners, just Omegas, just the Omegas, just the people that have already gone the distance and gotten all of their Omega or whatever Omega miners that you have, right? She said that if everyone took their today, right? If everyone got their miners, and when this opportunity to get them half price on the base chain, when it opened, we all went and got those same Omegas that we got for half price and moved them and had them both working simultaneously. It would have the price of MQT on the base blockchain at 160 some odd dollars from the jump. All right. And there will be no liquidity raise for any other chain. The only chain that there was a liquidity raise for, it sounds like there was their proof of concept chain, which was Avalanche. All right. Everything else comes from the liquidity of the community. We're providing the liquidity at this point. As the community grows, as we are involving ourselves in the ecosystem and we're evolving our miners and we're moving from chain to chain and we're making sure that not only we have what we want on the Avalanche chain, but the chains to come. That is how we are adding liquidity to this project. And of course, as new members see this opportunity as an amazing opportunity, you know, some people are not going to come into this because it's blockchain or this or that and the third. Some people are going to come into this because they see the effect that it's having on people's lives. They are seeing people lose weight. They are seeing people have better reports at the doctor. They are seeing people live a more healthy lifestyle. And they are being incentivized by this amazing platform that is actually giving us an opportunity to earn an amazing token that we can literally withdraw today if we want to. This is not something that we have to wait to do or anything like that. Now, there have been some things put in place that if you decide to move a little early and you're claiming, all right, those that know, if you, I think it's 10 days, if you claim before the 10-day mark, you're going to pay significantly higher fees. All right. That's just going to the liquidity of the project. So it's just helping the project stay strong. But you are going to be personally doing that because you want to claim early. Whereas you wait to the 10-day mark, which I am doing right now. I'm waiting to the 10-day mark. That will only cost a very, very, very small fee. All right. So I'm excited about what this has in provision to keep it around. Not just its liquidity provisions and different things like that that inject liquidity, but just the opportunity and the ecosystem and the different challenges and the leasing and all the things that are going to be going on the marketplace, you know, building from event to event again in a platform and a project that we can really truly believe in. I honestly can see a day where we're at a, you know, we're doing a Movequest sponsored 5K. You know what I'm saying? Where it's something that we're able to, you know, set up something where we can give back to the community, but we are all out there mining together and we're out there running. It could be a 2K, 5K, 10K, whatever K, doesn't matter K. It could be a swim. It could be a group Pilates class. It can be any workout, any movement. It could be a walkathon. But we're all out there not only getting our bodies and our fitness together, but we are mining and earning in an amazing token. So I can only say what my experiences have been. And my experiences have been awesome. As a matter of fact, I want to go to the Getfit mining app, and I still have, I'll say this before we even get over here, because I still have to claim for yesterday. And I haven't even really been maxing out every day. You know what I'm saying? I don't, I still work out and I still get my workout time in and different things like that, but I don't always get my miles. I don't always get my 20,000 steps. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that because one, I'm still earning MQT on a day-to-day basis. Two, I'm not overstraining myself on anything. So, you know, that's where I feel comfortable at. I'm still healthy and still strong, still feeling good. And I can max this out when I have the time and the capability. For those of you that want more from this project, do more, move more, upgrade your miners. You know, I've got 6 Omega miners right now that are working for me and 2 alphas. And pretty soon, some of these Lennies that I have on layaway here may have their upgrade day, because my goal is to have all docking slots filled with Omegas. All right. And I don't put the extra pressure on myself to max out every day because, you know, some of you might be disappointed. Some of you might be disappointed you max out every day and you're not getting what you think you should get and all this different stuff. You got to think bigger picture with this thing. And I know some of you are out there in a position where, you know, you're using this to survive. You're literally getting yourself healthy, but you're counting on this MQT to be able to pay some bills and to keep your lifestyle and different things of that nature. That day will come, I believe, in this platform, in this opportunity. But for those of you that aren't putting in, you don't got 2, 3, 4 watches and you're not maxing everything out, you don't have 8 Omegas, which, mind you, takes a nice personal investment in yourself when it takes that. You got to buy the watches, you got to buy the devices, and you have to put in the sweat equity. You got to put in the work. But ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that are trying to earn like a business, you got to run it like a business. You can't run this thing like a hobby. It's not going to work like that. It's not going to pay you like a business if you work it like a hobby. All right. That's just not going to happen. I actually do more Movequest stuff than I do in my YouTube. And all I talk about now on my YouTube is Movequest, honestly. So anyway, let's go. I want to share one more thing while I'm rapping, right? I want to go into the application so you guys can see what's going on here. You guys can kind of get a taste of the last little bit of look of Getfit mining. All right. It's been a great experience for the time that I've been in it. And I'm just so excited about what Movequest is going to be. But this is what Get Fit Mind right now. Of course, this is my day so far. You know, already 1,000 calories. Haven't done too much crazy stuff. Walked my dog this morning. Got about 30 minutes out there just walking him, and got some sleep in. 1,400 steps when the cap is 20,000. So I've got some work to do in that category. Haven't really left the house too much today. But I want to go to the earnings section. All right. As you can see right now, I still have something to submit. So once I get some Avalanche in that wallet, it doesn't take much Avalanche at all, I'll be able to submit that. But as you can see, I have 7 days that I could claim right now if I wanted to. Now, if I wanted to claim all that, then it would cost me quite a bit because I haven't reached the 10-day mark yet. All right. It is very important for me that I reach that 10-day mark this time. All right. Now, we've had varied share intakes, right? So we can go to the history. We can kind of see it's been up and down and up and down, but so have the global shares. They seem to have leveled out around in between 31 billion and 30 billion and 32 billion. All right. Now, this latest one is still loading. All right. But we've seen some days where there's not as much global shares as the next day. But we're seeing a steady increase. All right. That is one thing that I can say from the global share standpoint. One thing I want everybody to understand as it pertains to this, you don't really want to, like for this latest one, right? For the 216 one, it still has that red timer to the left, right? So I could click it. I could click the little eyeball and it says, 10.924 shares. It equals 0.9 MQT, right? But it's still loading the global shares of the NQT. So that number is going to change, right? It's going to decrease as more shares come in, as more submissions come in. We're all fighting for the distribution of this 2.5 thousand or 2,500 MQT tokens that's released every day. Now, there are, for those of you that didn't know this, for those of you that are mining right now, the way this is structured right now is that 2,500 is going out to the community and 2,500 is going into a vault. When the liquidity of the project gets safer and more stable and there's more buying going on than selling, or at least a better ratio of buying and selling, the 2.5K that is in a vault right now will be released to the community. So really we're earning double, right? So if I look at my latest confirmed day, which is the, I guess it's the October 19th, I earned 0.79 MQT. I really earned closer to 1.6, I guess, all right, MQT for the day. And that's for every day that I've been mining since August the 1st. All right. So for those of you that have been out there mining for all that time, we got a nice little gift of MQT coming our way. We don't know exactly when it's going to come. It kind of is based on what the community does. Are we willing to hold this token and gain the liquidity and share this project and get more people active in this community? I think that we are. I think that we're at a time now where we've given this some time and some opportunity to either show us it was going to be around or show us that it was not going to be around. And compared to some of the projects that we have been in before, and that's just speaking on my own personal experience, some of the projects that I've been in before, I'm just about counting on them to be gone by now. This, I'm excited for the future again. I'm excited to see what Movequest, the app, is going to look like. I'm excited to see the challenges and the leasing and all the things a part of this ecosystem that are going to allow this thing to really take off. And for those of you that miss out on this, the only thing that I can say is I hope you get in soon enough to catch whatever the next wave is, because we're not even at 10,000 members yet. Don't let this thing get to 20, 25,000 members and you haven't gotten involved. And there will still probably be great opportunity in that. I mean, you know how many people played Pokemon Go for free? We're talking about millions. Now, granted, Pokemon is a generational brand. And what I mean by generational brand, it's like Apple. It's actually, it's been around, it has evolved, and it has reached generation from generation to generation. I watched Pokemon as a kid, which means my dad was forced to at least know what Pokemon was. I know what Pokemon is right now as a 31-year-old, which means that my son will probably know what Pokemon is as a 3, 4-year-old. It is a generational brand. I do believe that Movequest, just like Bitcoin, can be a generational brand. All right. So that's just my opinion. I've seen much worse than this in this space. I've been excited about much less than this in this space. And ladies and gentlemen, I am just excited to stop looking at this right here and start looking at what MoveQuest is going to be. As you can see, my total doc max shares that I could be achieving on a day-to-day basis is 13.379 million max shares. And of course, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 omegas, 2 alphas, and all 8 docking slots at least have something in them. So we're just excited about what this can do. I had to show you guys the app real quick, and just an amazing opportunity we have on our hands with MoveQuest. I implore all of you, I can't give you guys all the information that they're giving us on these calls on my own presentations of what is going on in my journey, right? Because there's so much to unpack. But I promise every video that I get a chance to see, I will share in my Telegram group. As a matter of fact, before we get out of here, that's the last thing I want to do. I want to bring up my Telegram group, all right? Just to show folks what's in there, kind of how I get down. And I'm very simple with it. I don't try to get in there and do a whole lot of rah-rah stuff, you know, because I know some people need that, but most of us are hopefully self-motivated. I actually understand that most of us aren't really self-motivated. We need a little extra help. We need a little extra motivation. So I don't know what my videos do for you, but this is my group here. Of course, I try to share as often as I can the videos that come in, the announcements that come in, the Zoom call opportunities as they come in from the other group. And this is what I have latest in there. This Get Fit Mining Movequest Monday Night Overview. I'm actually going to go watch it again while I'm going on my walk today. But this is one of the better videos, one of the cleaner presentations. And so is this latest one from Brandon Ivy as well. They do a really good job. And now they have had some skin in the game. They've helped so many people. Oh my God, this group of folks have helped so many people get involved and gain an understanding. And I have the ultimate confidence that if you are out there and you just don't understand, take some time with these presentations and just listen to them until you start to really ingest the information. I'm starting to really ingest the information, but let me just get back to the main thing. If we're keeping the main thing, right? You got to move. All right. Yes, you need the tools. You need a phone. You might want to have a wearable. It makes it a lot easier to track workouts and different things like that. I'm an Apple guy, so I got everything Apple. You're going to want to make sure you have some Avalanche to get started. All right. If you don't know how to get Avalanche, find a video on YouTube. There's so many ways. Simple swap. I mean, you can literally swap it a few different places. I use Kraken wallet now, as well as Exodus, as I've used Exodus for a very long time. So there are many ways to skin a cat, but you're going to need some Avalanche before you get signed up, and it's going to want to be in your wallet. You're going to want to have it in MetaMask or Trust or whatever you want to use with this project with the DApp. When you click on the link in the description, it's going to bring you straight to the website. And I would suggest using Google Chrome because if you're on a desktop, because if you have your MetaMask browser already up, it'll be easy to link. Just make sure you have some Avalanche in that MetaMask wallet. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we have an amazing opportunity on our hands. And it's going to be up to us, the community, to decide that this is going to be something that we allow to change our lives. Now, if you don't want your life changed, that's okay. I don't think there's anybody that is really in that category, honestly. And I'm not saying that this is the only thing you have to do. You could be out there doing whatever you want. A lot of my colleagues are out there still trying a lot of platforms, and more power to them. You know, I've turned down so many platforms in the last month that it's almost made me a little nervous. It's almost made me a little nervous. Like, okay, now I'm turning down a lot, but it's because I personally believe in what Movequest is doing, and I can see it on my body. Like, if nothing else, if Movequest don't do nothing else for me, it has helped me and helped me incentivize continuing to get myself healthy and physically strong, different things of that nature. I'm eating better. I'm feeling better. I'm cleaning this system that has been putting a lot of BS in it and not really working the way that it could be for a long time. I know there's a lot of people that may be in better situations or worse situations, but whatever situation you're in, make a decision to do something about it. All right. Whatever it is that you do about it, I hope that it's a positive thing. It doesn't have to be Movequest. If it's not Movequest, hey, I just hope the best for everyone. But for me, it will be Movequest. And I'm just so excited about the opportunity that we have. And for those of you worried about this price, man, oh man, listen, just count it as an opportunity to earn and buy more Movequest, to mine more Movequest. Because when this thing shoots off, you're going to want to have as much Movequest as you can. Here's another thing Lynette has shared with many of us, and I don't think anybody on my team necessarily is this big of a fish, but there are some big fish that are holding a whole lot of MQT. And of course, because it's blockchain, we can see the wallets. We don't know exactly who those people are, but we can see the wallets holding the MQT, which is not a bad thing. But ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that are not privy to the security of your coin, all right, if you're holding a whole lot of coin in one wallet, it has been suggested by our creator and many of the leaders in this space, please move some of that MQT in some other wallets, right? Now, how do I do that, BOJ? Well, did you know that MetaMask allows you to have at least 10 wallets? And I say at least because some people are OG MetaMaskers and have mad wallets, right? But I do believe you're able to have 10 wallets on MetaMask right now. So you can split up your MQT 10 different ways in your own MetaMask wallet. All right. All you got to do in each wallet is make sure you go to getfitmining.com and add MQT. All right. Add MQT from the contract section and it'll show up in your MetaMask. And then you'll get the ability to send it from one wallet to another. Now, that is for the safety and security of your own MQT. If you were to have something happen to your MetaMask and it gets hacked or something like that, at least they didn't get everything. All right. Because you spread it out. All right. That is something, I don't own or hold enough MQT at this moment right now to even be worried about that. But for those of you that are, all right, be very diligent and vigilant. Okay. Very, very important. As you can see, by the amount of time that I've talked about this today, this is my thing, ladies and gentlemen. I'm learning more every day. I'm never going to act like an expert on Movequest until Lynette deems I'm an expert in Movequest. Right now, I'm a sponge in Movequest. I'm here to learn as much as I can and share with the people this amazing opportunity that we all have an opportunity to benefit from right now. Whether it's the physical activity or the ability to mine this MQT token, we should be taking advantage of it. That is my personal opinion. That is how I carry myself every day. Whether I tell somebody or not, I am going to be submitting my workouts and submitting my steps and everything that I do on a day-to-day basis. And I will be mining this MQT, and I will be one of the people that say, I am so glad that I decided to do that. Put your 2FA on all the platforms that will allow you and all of your wallets, because crypto is indeed the wild, wild west, y'all. And if you ain't strapped, you are bound to get hacked. Ask me how I know. It's not very fun at all. If you like this content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And if you want to be updated and notified about everything going on here at BOJ, make sure you hit the notification bell as well. Please, sir, please, ma'am, don't get scammed by the WhatsApp man, because if he gets you, nothing I can do to help you. All right. Stay diligent and vigilant in this space and in the comment section as well. And I will see y'all on the next one. It's your boy BOJ. Peace out.